Today I want to drive the Blazer and I want to work towards being able to drive it as in the meantime that we're fixing it, and we're basically there, but that means I want to focus on maybe some things more towards drivability or using it than the actual structural rust. And that is stuff like this. I don't want a lot of sharp edges around me when I drive, and especially not for my kids. So this is something that I want to look here today. I have a roof that I'm going to borrow, which will tell us where we have to cut this, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be cut just above this line. So we're gonna look into that, but we're gonna also finish the floor here. I'm gonna take the seat out, fully weld everything so that we can paint this eventually. I'm not sure I wanna paint it here while we're working because I don't wanna get dust in the paint, but you get my point, and we can work on the rocker and so on. But yeah, I want to be able to use this. I can go and pick up my kids in the afternoon, and then the next day we keep on welding, and then next day afternoon I can drive it again and I can use it. So yeah, that's my plan. At least I want to get some miles on it so we can see if there's any other problems that we don't know about. So yeah, that's the plan. But anyway, first off, I'm gonna remove the seat and weld all of this. It really sucks to fully weld everything. It takes so much time and it's dirty and everything, but it looks really, really nice. And I realized I hadn't cleaned properly against here, so this weld didn't turn out all that nice. So I want to grind it, and while I had the grinder in my hand, I just topped off this to remove the biggest tips of it. So I mean, it's not going to be invisible, but it's going to look a bit better at least. So I'm super happy with this. So I am debating myself here how much I should paint now or not. But I thought might as well paint everything, and then we can try and protect it to not get dirt in it. But also, this is the only time I'm gonna care. It's gonna get scratched up and surface rust and whatever again. So I'm just gonna paint it and see if we have to protect it, and then I'm gonna see if we're gonna continue with the rocker or if we're gonna continue with this. And some painting later. This looks basically brand new, and if I would have grinded the welds more, it would have looked even better, but I have to draw a line. I mean, you can see the welds, but yeah, it looks really, really good. And immediately I feel handicapped because I am super silly, but when you have painted something, you don't want to turn it into a sandpaper with grinding dust and stuff like that. So I think I want this to dry a little bit so we don't get too much dirt in it. Obviously, I'm not going to care later, but yeah, now I care at least. So I am going to start looking if I have some piece of pipe that we could make the outer rocker off, or if we can do some other solution, and think about what we can do while this dries up. I am basically out of welding gas. I was thinking that I might run out, but might go and pick up another tube of that, and yeah, we'll think about what we can do to let this cure as much as possible. So I thought might as well kill two birds with one stone. So I pushed this out the garage into the sun. So this is drying really quick. I can't touch it. It is a bit damp, but it is curing really, really fast. In some places there's a lot thicker, but I can still touch it like this. So it is getting harder. So I thought might as well kill two birds with one stone. So I took this out into the sun, I pushed it out, and I just let it dry. So now we can touch this area where it's a bit thicker. I still can't, I mean, it isn't getting on my fingers, but obviously it's not fully cured yet. But we can let this dry, and yeah, this is basically workable at this point, but we can let it dry for a little bit longer. And in the meantime, I have gone ahead and I've cleaned the garage. So I really love my Astro here, so hopefully we can take that on its first run to the recycling center. So that's all packed up. The garage is as clean as it's gonna be. So I was also looking for some pipe to make our outer rocker. I thought maybe we can take some pretty thick pipe in maybe like 4-inch diameter or something, and cut out a quarter of that and use that as our outer rocker, and then we can just put a cover on top of that. But I didn't have any suitable pipe, so I think I'm gonna go to the scrapyard where you can sell steel and see if someone has thrown away or sold a big piece of pipe, maybe this thick or something, so that it won't buckle when we smash it against rocks. Oh, sorry. But I think I'm gonna do that first thing tomorrow morning, so we can ditch the rockers for today. And I'm thinking what I can do here, but I thought I'm just gonna go ahead and swap out my welding gas, so we know that we have a good amount of gas. And when we come home again, the Blazer will be ready to keep on working. So that's my plan. Got the Blazer here in the garage again, and put the seat in it, and it's really nice to open the door and just see the nice black floor, and it looks really, really original, and that doesn't matter. But anyway, I like it. So that's great. So now we can just have the seat in here and we can continue work. And if we need to remove it, it's like a 1-minute job to remove the seat. So that's fantastic. Also, I have picked up gas, as I talked about, and I did something I should have done a way long time ago. I have had one big and one small tube or can or whatever you call it. So it's a big difference in the liter price on the gas, filling a big one instead of a small one. So I didn't want to fill the small one, so I just bite the bullet, bought the bigger one. It was like $250 exchange cost to go from the small to the big, and then a fill which was like $110 or something like that. So now I can run this dry and still just hook up the other one, keep on going, and I can swap that out when I pass by the place instead of trying to time it runs out of gas. So yeah, it costs a lot, but yeah, at least we have done it. So yeah, now we can continue here, and obviously I would like to continue with the rocker and stuff like that, but I need to buy some material for that. So now I want to tackle this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some trimming here to make it flush. Then we have to make a new cover here. And I would like to fix the doors, but on an original 73 to 75 Blazer, there's supposed to be a plastic cover here, which I don't have. So I will have to just make a metal lid, but I'm not really sure if maybe I have to pull the door a bit higher to match the roof, since I don't have that cover. So yeah, I will have to wait for the roof before I can decide that. But yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, make this cover, and hopefully I can pick up the roof pretty soon so we can make the cut on the doors. And after some back and forth, this is starting to look like a proper convertible Blazer. I'm not sure. I think this area is completely straight, so I have to look at another vehicle. But yeah, this is how it's gonna be. And I've tacked it in place in case of there would be something. But I think that this is good, and then we can just fully weld everything. So what I did was I made this template, which curves like the bedside here, and I just pushed this forward and removed everything that was in the way. Since we had the old pillar sticking up like this, we had a bunch of junk here we needed to remove. So I just pushed this, and whatever I hit, I cut it off until I could push it all the way forward. I also drilled for this hole so we can bolt the roof in place, and I just made a line to see, and this sticks up a lot more than I remember it, so I'm not really sure about that, but I know that it sticks up. It's like a set of stairs like this. So also what I did, I know from experience that this will be cut off, so I just drilled 2 holes and tacked it in place so that the window channel doesn't move around. When we do our cover here later, we can obviously tie that into this channel. But for now, I just wanted to tack it in place. So for today, we will just have to tape this. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress. There is 1 less hole that we can cut ourselves on. But yeah, the doors, I have to leave those for now. Hopefully I'll be getting the roof here soon so that I can borrow. But yeah, I want to put in this hole also. See, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the bedside bends down there for some reason. I'm not really sure. So we have to push that up a bit. But here it is a lot better. As you can see on the other side, we changed it up until like here. So here we just have to do the cover. So here you can see what with the piece of metal I had, is push that forward and all of this stuff will be cut off, so we get a nice curve to it. So this side is going to be a lot easier. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and see if we have time for anything else. And here we have the other side done, a lot easier than that side. And I should have done a time lapse when I did the driver's side, but yeah, it's a bit stressful having a time lapse going and thinking that you want to finish what you're doing and not have to stop and think and whatnot. But yeah, that's just my issue. But yeah, this is done. So I am contemplating taking this thing to pick up the roof. I have the Galaxy on my trailer right now and I don't want to unload it, but the thing is, I'm not sure. Obviously the door's not gonna fit, so I'm thinking maybe I should take the sawzall or something with me so that I can cut these to fit the roof better, but it's probably gonna lay on top of here either way, so I haven't really decided how I want to do that. But it's 14:15 right now, so we can't drive it until an hour from now. So I'm gonna go ahead, clean the whole truck out. I'm gonna put in the rear seats and put in some tools, fire extinguisher, and prepare to drive this thing within an hour. Hopefully we can make it to the fuel station. And if we can do that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the kids also. So yeah, they're really gonna like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare and see if we have time to do anything else before we leave. I got it cleaned out, I got the rear seat in, and I have taped all of the sharp edges. Obviously we're gonna do this properly here in the future, but we need the roof before we can make our final cuts. But I'm just feeling that time is running away, and we still have 50 minutes left of waiting for see any fires. But I just feel it's a bit rushed here today. So if I get into any trouble, I basically can't pick up the kids, which is going to turn into a bigger problem. So I thought might as well turn it down a little bit and do it tomorrow when we have a lot of time for errors and so on. So I'm gonna leave it for today, and tomorrow we can take it for a test drive. I mean, there's no stress at all, so yeah, we don't have to push it. But tomorrow morning I'm gonna go ahead, hopefully fix a pipe that we can use for rocker, and well, that in place. Hopefully we can finish this side and move over to the other side. Then we can see how much time we have, if we need to speed it up by doing some lousy repairs so we can get it inspected and use it next weekend, not now weekend, next weekend, and then we can do it properly or whatever, we'll see. But I realized that this week is gonna fly because tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday is gonna be most spent in the truck, meeting up the guy that buys the Galaxy, and then we only have Friday left of this week. So yeah, we'll see where we end up. But anyway, thank you for watching here today, and I'll be back to you tomorrow.